Yo, yo, it's me, Protective NYC, and well, I would be recording videos while moving around and all this, but I need a capture card. So if anything, probably wait to the PS4. But here's the thing: this video is dedicated for the newcomers. If you're new to the game, if you're new to DC, yeah, don't feel like it's too late. But I advise you guys to at least purchase 1 month of Legendary, and then you can go premium for the rest of your life while purchasing DLC as much as necessary. Alright, right now I'm at the Watchtower. People are just fighting PvP using PvP armor. The word PvP means player versus player. What you need to do is that while if you make a new character, you pick your power, and here's the thing: try to play your role. It may seem nice to be a DPS and all, but everybody knows that if you play your role, you'll be helping out a lot of people. All right. Um. So here's the thing: if you come to the game, you start ranking up. First question I see in the chat: how do you get to Gotham? You gotta go to the Watchtower. You go to a local police department or a local nightclub, and you go to the Hall of Doom or the Watchtower, depending on who you are, hero or villain. All right. Now, if you want to travel, there will be a bunch of different areas. They're called wings. You got Metal Wing, Magic Wing, and other places. You use these things, these wings, and they have different teleporters in them. Now, um, as you rank up, you're going to, let's just say, you're going to hit level 30, and you're going to hit the end of the game. But it's not over at that point. There's raids, there's alerts, and what you do is you press start. And once you press start, you go to on duty. Well, that's deeds. Deeds is where your feats are, the map, and on duty. So after you do that, you go do your solos. Your solos, if you look carefully, it says 8 priests, and all these are level 30 missions. You could do these, and they will give you mark of trumps. You use mark of trumps to purchase your armor. All right. If you find a friend, you could do duos. You don't need a friend to do it, but you will need someone else to help you with it. So that's why you queue up for it. As you get your armor, and then you have the 4 players. You need to get roles in order to do 4 players if at your level. Always try to find a healer, tank, DPS, and a troll while doing it the first time while ranking up. It helps out a lot, and it's really good. Now, and then you have the 8 players, and these are called raids. The raids are 8 players. You need to have certain type of roles in order to do it. Now roles. Let's go on to the word roles and the definition of that. A role. Right now, everybody's a DPS. This fire emblem, you see the emblem on top of there? That means that you're a DPS. It doesn't mean that your gear's DPS. To know if your gear's DPS, all you gotta do is make sure it doesn't say required role. Now, my bad about shaking the camera too much. I'm trying to keep it still. Just like have the hiccups a little bit. Now, if you want to be a tank, you'll see a shield icon. A healer is a heart icon, and a troll is a little circle. It's like loop-de-loops type, hypnotizing type icon. You look for those. And the point of a troll is to pass power over time. Notes to anybody that wants to be a troll that your vite is what changes your power over time. Alright? And that if there's another troll, he will, in your group, if his vite is higher or if it's lower, and he activates power over time, then your power over time will be override. Alright? If you don't understand what that means, that means your power over time will be invalid, pretty much, and his will be above yours. Now, you just gotta always try to agree to who has the most and use it wisely. Alright, one person will be the power dumper, the other one will be the power over time. And then there's more to just trolling than what I'm just saying. But you will understand and you will learn that Um, Healers. There's three different types of healers. You got nature healers, sorcery healer, and electric healers. They do not heal the same. None heal the same. Nature healers have things called pheromones. They could burst heal using controlled using methods to make, if their health was to drop instantly, they could instantly bring it back up. They could also do overtime heal, but that's using their pheromones. And that will be, pheromones is just a power interaction. Um Sorcery drops a bunch of circles. This type of heals are overtime heals, and what it does is that it heals while healing over time. Their burst heals are not the greatest, but their overtime is like pretty much the greatest defense. Um, and then you have electric. Electricity is probably the most hardest power to use. It requires a little bit more skill, or at least a little bit more focusing to use electricity. Electricity, what happens is that is best at burst healing. They have a lot of 35%ers just in case the health drops to 35%. It bursts with electricity to heal you. It's a huge amount. Now, alright, so I told you about trolls, I told you about healers. Now, let me tell you about tanks. Tanks are about holding the adds. Some tanks could do it better, some tanks can't. Fire tanks, I mean, it's not about holding the adds, but it's just about holding aggro. Aggro, in definition of terms, if you're new, is that pretty much the computers will focus on you, and that's what aggro is, when the computer focuses on you. Now what happens is that a fire tank is best at holding adds. There's another tank, ice tank, is best at holding bosses, because what ends up happening is that you could put up a bunch of shields. And earth tank is the best of both worlds. Now, so I told you about roles. This is just the basics. This is the concept of all powers and all the roles. Now, if you are done with PvE and you want to come to the PvP world, after you guys are lucky because you're not too far behind. There's a few people out there, a lot of people, with Vengeance armor. Vengeance armor is the highest armor level there is. But if you wish to come to the PvP side, what you need to do is go to one of your local wings and go to a vendor. And one of these vendors are going to sell armor that has toughness. If you see armor that has toughness, that is PvP armor. You need toughness for fighting against other players. You need defense for fighting against computers. You cannot wear PvP armor in PvE because you will get destroyed in PvE and PvP. Alright. Alright. So pretty much, yeah, so you go to a wing, you purchase Archangel gear. With the Archangel gear is just by cash. So you purchase a whole set, you get the two rings, you get yourself a weapon, buy yourself the whole armor set, and a neck piece. And now your combat rating. Combat rating is a word that determines your, do not duel me, thank you very much, that determines your eligibility, let's go with that, for your armor. It tells you how strong your armor is and if you can move up onto the next one. Your combat rating needs to be a certain level in order to go to a certain tier of armor. The next tier of armor means stronger armor, meaning more toughness or more defense or more whatever you're looking for. Alright? But if you are purchasing armor for your role, make sure it says required role, because that way you will be purchasing for the right role. Alright, so I pretty much went over the basics. This is all the basics, this is the concept of it. I'm gonna just show you the map real quick, so if you're new to the game, you can understand that the map explains extremely a lot right now. This is the watchtower. Now I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. There's three wings. You have one wing to the left, one wing to the right, one wing to the bottom. Each one has a different teleporter in the middle. There's one over there, then one over there. Those are the teleporters. Then you have one over here in this little thing right here, the white section, and another one in that white section. So the whole thing is that those are where the teleporters are. and they all take you to somewhere different. If you need to travel across Metropolis to Gotham, use the teleporters and just explore. Right? Alright, so cool. You guys know about armor, you guys know about raids, you guys know about roles. These are just the basic concepts, right? Now, in deeds, right, you will see this: feats, headlines, renown, investigation, player briefings, and collections. These three, investigations, play briefings, and collections, are just the things that you find on your way. They're going to be little bubbles of question marks, exclamation mark, and a green exclamation mark. And what they do is that if you collect a whole set of them, you get a bunch of stuff, a bunch of awesome items. But let's go to feats. Now, I think I froze. Well, I froze. That awkward moment. Alright, so let me wrap this up because you guys are going to get bored looking at the screen. Alright, so yeah, you go to feats, and the thing is that feats are what gets you skill points. You need skill points to make your character stronger statistically. Alright, pretty much. And I'll be getting more videos, hopefully, if I can find myself a proper setup to record my TV. And, well, if you got any more questions, please hit me up on PS3, Protective NYC. Same thing as my YouTube channel. Make sure you spell it right because you will not be messaging the right person if you spell it wrong. Well, you'll see what I mean. And good luck, guys. I hope that you brand new level ones and people that are interested in DCUO. For a friend that's playing the game, I hope you guys make it to the big leagues. That's all I gotta say, right? Good luck and enjoy your day.